Okay, for our last chunk of the notes, we're going to look at a couple word problems. Number 8, we're going to move to next week. So we'll take a look at that one later. So I've got 2 word problems. The first one, we are going to the Field Museum. It's very exciting, and like every Midwestern family, Barbara and Jeff Johnson, of course, have 3 kids. And we are going to try and figure out how much the children and adults tickets cost. So I'm going to call A the cost of an adult ticket. You could use X or Y if you wanted. I just like using the same letter as the word. And I'm going to call C the cost of a child ticket. And it's important to define what your variables are at the beginning. This is telling a reader what you are looking for, right? And what we're assuming they are equal to. And then from there, the next step is to take the clues. So we've got this clue in yellow and this clue in blue, and we need to translate those into 2 different equations. So feel free to pause the video and try and write out the equations on your own. If you want to do it step by step, I'm going to, go verbally through it with you as well. So $7 more for an adult ticket than a child. So somebody yesterday in my Block 2 class did a really good job of explaining it as adult ticket, take away child's ticket is going to be 7. Another way you could write it if you want to, you could also write it as child ticket plus 7 is equal to the adult ticket. Same thing. You could write it either way, really. And then for the blue equation, we're going to say that 2 adults and 3 child's tickets all together cost $89. So we're going to do the cost times how many tickets to get the total amount of money that we're spending. Now, from here, it depends on which way you set it up. For which one will be easier. If you've got these 2 equations, it might be easier to eliminate and just multiply the top equation by -2. If you've got this equation, it might be easier to do substitution because we have it in terms of A. So I'm going to do substitution just since I have what A is equal to. So I'm going to do 2 times C plus 7, and that's going to be replacing my A. Plus 3C is 89. Distribute your 2. Okay, I've got 5 C's altogether. Plus 14 is equal to 89. So from here, I've got 5C is equal to 89. Take away 14. That's going to give us, looks like 75. Divide by 5. And we'll find our price of our child's ticket. So $15 for a child's ticket. And then remember, the adult ticket is that amount plus 7. So adult ticket would be 15 plus 7, or it would be $21. Okay, so we found how much it costs for each person to go into the Field Museum. And then our second one is going to Ravinia. So one evening at Ravinia, we have 1,500 concert tickets sold. Tickets are $25 for pavilion seats and $15 for lawn seats. And then it looks like we had $28,500. So those are kind of the key clues. We need to figure out how many tickets for the pavilion and how many for the lawn were sold. So I'm just going to use P as the number of pavilion seats. I'm going to use L as number of lawn seats. Okay, you could also use X or Y if you prefer. So I know that there were 1,500 sold. That means however many pavilion plus however many lawn has to equal 1,500. So that means that the next part is probably going to be for my second equation, which is that it costs $25 for a pavilion and $15 for a lawn. And it gives us the total earnings that night. Now, if you wanted to actually calculate how much you earned, okay, you would do 25 times how many pavilion seats, because that's cost per pavilion, 15 times the number of lawn seats, because it's $15 per lawn seat, set that equal to $28,500. Okay, from here you're going to solve this system of equations, so go ahead and pause the video and work it out, and then unpause to double check. Okay, so there's your worked out solution. For this one, I did elimination just for a little bit of variety. You do find that there were 900 lawn seats sold and 600 pavilion seats. Okay, so that's our last notes problem for today. Go ahead and move on to working on your systems of equations homework. Your system of equations homework will practice solving with substitution elimination, a couple of graphing examples to review how to rearrange an equation and get it into slope intercept or y equals mx plus b form. And then there's 2 word problems at the end. This will be really great practice to review this older concept that we're touching back and building on. And it's also really great practice as well for the PSATs this week. Systems of equations do come up quite frequently on those kinds of assessments. Okay, guys, I'll see you next week on Monday. Have a great long break and good luck on the PSAT. You guys are going to do awesome.